We're here outside our South State Street office in downtown Lowville for the 198th annual Lewis County Fair Parade. Leading off, we have Lowville Police Department with Police Chief Randy Rogie. Followed by Veterans of Foreign Wars Post. Here we have Lewis County Sheriff's Office and State Police. Here we have the sheriff with their Marine One boat patrol. One of the new UTVs purchased by the Sheriff's Department this year for Parks and Rec Patrol. Next up we have Rome Police. This is a 1995 Chevy Caprice police car that's been restored. This is also Rome Police Volunteer Patrol. Next up we have New York State Forest Rangers. We've got Smokey the Bear along with Ranger Evans. Lowville American Legion. Here we have the Bike Patrol with Lewis County Search and Rescue. Boy Scout Troop. Next up we have the Girl Scouts. Got American flags being handed out by the Boy Scouts.
I'm open. Maybe not. My daughter's handicapped.
That was the Marine Corps League. Up next here we have the Lowville Fire Department and Auxiliary. Now we have some Lowville fire equipment. Lowville engine. Here's the aerial ladder truck. Following up behind Lowville Fire Department here is the Lowville Academy Band. The Red Raider Marching Band is under the direction of Mark Brooker. This is their 29th consecutive year at the Fair Parade. Next up here we have the New Bremen Fire Department. Bremen tanker. Next up here we have disabled veterans. The DAV transports all veterans to the Syracuse VA health care facilities in Syracuse and transport them to Watertown and Rome as well, to outpatient clinics. Next up here we have the Lewis County Hospital with their float. The theme of this year's parade is Magic in the Air at the Lewis County Fair. These guys here are with the hospital as well. Next up we have Casterland Fire Department. Now we have the Lewis County Hazmat Decon trailer. The Lewis County Hazmat team is a group of volunteers under the guidance of Emergency Management Office that responds to hazmat emergencies in Lewis County. Next up we have the Mansville Manor Fire Department. Next up here we have Nordson Verkler Ford. Sports and Verkler is celebrating 102 years in business. Here we have Forestport Fire Department. This is their frontline pumper. Next up is Town Hall Theater. Here we have the Natural Bridge Fire Department. Behind Natural Bridge here we have the Lewis County Hockey and Skating programs. Lewis County Cobras offer learn to skate programs, figure skating, and hockey for children and adults here in Lewis County. They are currently raising funds for a new refrigeration system to allow ice skating to continue here in the Fairgrounds Pavilion over the winter months. Now we have State Farm agent Laura Whitney. Up next here is the Glenfield 3G Fire Department. It's their cold water rescue. Here we've got the Lava Lions Club. So I got a lot of bubbles coming off the back of the truck here. The Lions are a very active service organization in Lewis County. Next up here we have, it says the Turin Fire Department. This is a horse cart from 1875. Here we have Mike's Mateco Tools. This is McConnellsville Fire Department. Here we have the National FFA organization, Loudville chapter.
That was right.
I think she's I was like,
followed by the Martinsburg Volunteer Fire Department. This is Beaver River. Now we have the Beaver River Youth Football Team. Here we have the Beaver Falls Fire Department. The 40-member department provides fire and emergency services that include ALS and BLS, led by Chief David Cole. Here we have the Beaver River Concert Band under the direction of Matthew McGrath. Here we have the Krogan Volunteer Fire Department. The Krogan Volunteer Fire Department has been serving their community proudly since 1876. They bring with them Rescue One, a multi-use support vehicle that responds to all their calls. Traveling with the fire department is their ladies' auxiliary. They are very active in the community, serving not only the fire department but those in need. This is the Krogan's Lady Auxiliary. Right, next up is supposed to be New York State Senator Joe Griffo. Oh. This was actually some Republican candidates. Looks like re-elect Judge Jim Murphy for State Supreme Court. It's got some candy. Representative from Senator Griffo's office. Got Senator Griffo here. Yep. With Senator Griffo, we've got Lieutenant Governor candidate for the Republican Party, Julie Killian, who we met earlier this morning, winner of the Big Cheese.
If you want to leave, take good care. Oh, they make a lot of nice friends out there. Having us a lot of that. Well, oh, baby, it's a wild girl.
Got representative from Congresswoman Elise Stefanik's office. Yeah, we got the Lewis County Republican Committee walking by. There we go. This is for re-elect Judge Greenwood for Supreme Court. Again, we have... Thank you, sir. You're welcome. Next up, we have Andrea Moynihan, Lewis County legislator. I don't think she's up for election this year. Next up here we have the West Carthage Volunteer Fire Department. Carthage Fire Department actually covers a portion of Lewis County in the town of Denmark and has participated in the Lewis County Fair Parade for almost 20 years now. The engine they have tonight is one of a pair recently purchased by the village. They are 2017 Freightliner 1500 GPM pumps with 2,500 gallons of onboard water. Here we have the Calvary Bible Church located in Gregg, New York, presenting Outlaws for God, an adventure in the Wild West and the world. The church's second annual Vacation Bible School is set to take place July 30th through August 3rd from 6 to 8 p.m.
You're right.
Next we have Chrisman Fuel Service. They're a locally owned heating fuel, propane, and diesel fuel distributor serving Lewis County residential business and agriculture for 15 years with low-cost fuel delivery service. Now we have Copenhagen Fire Department. Led by Chief James Henry and home of the Cubs Firematic team. Next up we have Turin Ridge Riders Swimmable Club, proudly maintaining 35 miles of groomed snowmobile trails on the Tug Hill for everyone to enjoy. Next up is a Harrisville Rescue Squad. Harrisville Rescue Squad covers the town of Diana and the town of Pickering in St. Lawrence County. Harrisville EMS responds to approximately 200 calls a year. Following them, we have Beaver Camp Float. Here we have the Kraft Heinz Company. The Kraft Heinz Company is the third largest food and beverage company in North America and the fifth largest food and beverage company in the world. The Louisville location is the sole producer of Polly-O string cheese and the largest producer of Philadelphia cream cheese. Here we have the Lewis County Dairy Princess. The 2018-19 New York State Dairy Princess Court. New York State Dairy Princess. Oh, sorry, this is the New York State Dairy Princess. Haley Piper of Chemung County. New York State First Alternative Dairy Princess was Alexis Payne of our very own Lewis County. Here we have the Lewis County Dairy Princess Court. We believe this is the Lyons Falls Fire Department. Now we have a float with Avangrid Renewables, who's a wind farm energy company. Avangrid Renewables is one of the leading wind energy developers in the county. With an office in Lavo, they're a longtime community partner as co-owners on the Maple Ridge Wind Farm. They'll also be developing the Roaring Brook and the Deer River wind farms here in Lewis County as well. Now we have the Port Leyden Fire Department. The Lewis County Public Transportation Program. Lewis County Public Transportation offers low-fare transportation services to residents and visitors through multiple fixed and connector routes. Our next float here is from Lavos Farmers Co-op. The Lavo Farmers Co-op has been proudly serving the community since 1920. For 98 years, not only have they served our area farmers, but everyone from contractors to do-it-yourselfers and everyone in between. They carry everything from lumber, feed, fertilizer, seeds, and hardware to clothing and footwear for the whole family. If you can't find what you're looking for, let one of the knowledgeable staff know, and they will conjure up some magic to get you what you need to complete the task at hand. Thank you for all of your support. This is Farney's Home and Building Center. Vincent and Gladys Farney started their business in 1958, beginning as a lumberyard, then adding building supplies, a hardware store, and kitchen, bathroom, and countertop design showroom. Farney's continues to grow, change, and expand. The Farneys are proud to have been a constant in our local community for the past 60 years. Next up is North Country Storage Barns, Northern New York's area leader for barns, gazebo furniture, certified mobile cabins, playgrounds, and custom-built structures. They carry the highest quality Amish handcrafted furniture and gifts. The storage units are handmade at the home location and can be custom ordered to your exact specifications. They also have skilled craftsmen that can build larger buildings to your exact needs at your location or property. A rent-to-own program is available for sheds, playgrounds, playhouses, and gazebos. The main location is in Philadelphia, New York, just 9 miles north on Route 11 from Fort Drum. And they have a location in Sandy Creek, Pulaski, as well as Marcy. Next up here we have North Country Memorials. North Country Memorials Inc. has been serving Lewis County for over 25 years. They're family owned and operated. They're a full-service memorial dealer, North Country Memorials Inc., helping you put legacy in stone. Next up we have the Volunteer Transportation Center. The Volunteer Transportation Center is a nonprofit organization. Thanks to the work of their certified volunteer driver staff, board of directors, and the generosity of donors, VTC provides essential rides to health, social, and other destinations for residents of Northern New York who have no other transportation alternatives. Next up is Big Red Bulk Water Delivery. Their water delivery service to homes and businesses for pools, hot tubs, holding tanks, and more. Now we have Journey Physical Therapy. Journey Physical Therapy, located here in Lowville, offers physical and massage therapy. Most medical insurances are accepted. Call and schedule a massage today. Here we have the DeFerrier Fire Department. Next up is Riverside Beats. Riverside Beats is a DJ service, booking all occasions. You can find them on Facebook for free estimates, and as always, they would like to thank everyone for their past and future business. Here we have Kenny Drugs. And the Children's Miracle Network. The Children's Miracle Network supports local families with a child facing a medical crisis. Kenny Drugs is a proud partner of Children's Miracle Network, raising nearly $52,000 during their CMN campaign. Together, they've helped more than 1,000 families in the Tri-County area. Now we have Hand in Hand Early Childhood Center. Hand in Hand provides quality child care and education to children ages 6 weeks up to age 5 years, as well as 3 school-age programs with Lewis County. Hand in Hand. When care and learning go hand in hand. Next up is Doubleplay Sports Community Center, Lewis County's only community center that aims to improve the quality of life for people ages 3 to 93, developing enrichment and wellness activities for hundreds of people every day since 2011. Here we have a float from South Louis FFA, Future Farmers Association. This group of kids who are passionate about agriculture and leadership. Now we have the Lewis County Humane Society. The Lewis County Humane Society provides a home to stray and unwanted animals in the area, a place where those loving cats and dogs are sheltered and loved until they can find their forever home. Next we have Indivisible Lowville. Next up is Tops Friendly Market. Followed by Phil's Firewood. Phil's Firewood sells clean quality split firewood to Jefferson and Lewis County. Free delivery with simple pricing and no surprises. You can check them out on Facebook. Here we have McCooch's Tree Service. McCooch's Tree Service, serving Lewis, Jefferson, and Oneida counties, trimming, removals, and stump grinding. Here we have the New York State Forest Queen, Nikisha Span. Followed by Top Notch Tree Service. Family owned and operated tree business. They thrive on customer satisfaction and safety. Here we have, it says Timberview Resort on our list here. Yep, Timberview Resort. Thursday Night Live every Thursday, 6 to 9, North Country's finest musicians. Also a host of the Tug Hill Poker Series with a chance to win a Polaris 450 4x4 sponsored by Timberview, Moody's Polaris, Eagle Beverage, and Waite Motorsports. Timberview, a great place to meet and eat. Next we have On the Edge Stump Grinding. On the Edge is owned and operated by Daryl and Daryl Rozier. They are fully insured and give free estimates. Give them a call. Next is T's Hydro Seeding. New lawns, erosion control, overseeding, and food plots. When you hire T's Hydro Seeding, the grass is always greener. Here we have Unitedhealthcare, a health insurance company committed to helping people live healthier lives and making the health system work better for everyone, offering plans for Medicare, Medicaid, and essential plans. Coming up next here is Tedra Cobb for Congress. Canton-based Tedra Cobb is pleased to accept the Democratic nomination to run for Congress in New York's 21st District. Her top priorities are to fix health care, protect our environment, and create jobs in the North Country. Next up we have Scott Del Conte for Supreme Court Justice. This is attorney Scott Del Conte, and he's running for New York State Supreme Court. Scott is a native of Cicero, attended Cornell and Washington and Lee universities, and has practiced law for nearly 20 years. He spent most of that time as a managing member of Bond, Shonak, and King's Oswego office. Last year, Scott opened the Del Conte Law Firm. Scott and his wife and 4 children are very active in their community and run Black Creek Farms in Volney, raising beef, cattle, and heritage sheep. Next up here, we have Countryside Veterinary Clinic. Here we got Arby's. Arby's, we have the meats. Okay, they gave us a list of things to read off of here, and we didn't write this. Next up is the Wireless Zone, a Verizon authorized premium retailer. Next up here we have Essenlohr Motors. S&R Motors is the local Chevrolet dealership and repair facility here in Lowville. Next up here we have the Mud Puppy Bait Shop, a family-owned business on Pine Grove Road that sells bait, tackle, and other outdoor equipment. Our annual benefit fishing derby this year will benefit the Lowville Fire Department and Lewis County Search and Rescue. Next up here we have Adirondack Garage Door Company. Adirondack Garage Door has been serving the North Country for 15 years. It is owned and operated by Mervyn Zare and his son Josh. They sell the best doors on the market, Haas, and the best operator on the market, LiftMaster. They service all brands of doors and operators. Make sure you stop by their booth this week to enter their drawing for a $200 gift certificate. Next up we have Flack Broadcasting. Next up is Calf Lines Used Auto Parts. Just peg me in the back of the head. Used auto parts and used cars for sale, 24-hour tour. Aftermarket body parts as well. That doesn't sound right, but that's what it says. Next up here we have Lewis County Search and Rescue. Lewis County Search and Rescue is the largest EMS agency in Lewis County. They provide emergency and non-emergency transportation. They're always looking for volunteers. Stop in their booth in the pavilion with the Lowville Police Department. We also have the Bike EMS team that we introduced you to earlier in the week, making their inaugural performance here at the Lewis County Fair. Next up we have Upstate Cerebral Palsy. At Upstate Cerebral Palsy they provide innovative programs and services that support people and create opportunities to fulfill life choices, one person at a time, through everyday miracles, empowering people through exceptional opportunities. Thanks, buddy. Next up, we have Lundy Services Medical Transport, serving the North Country since 1997. They provide medical and non-medical transportation, offering transportation by taxi, wheelchair, or stretcher coach, and now offering an 8-passenger luxury van for all special occasions, participating with Medicaid, Fidelis, private pay, and other insurances. Next up, we have Northstar Real Estate and Property Management. With over 20 years of combined experience, they know how best to serve their Northern New York clients. From homes, building lots, commercial property, bank foreclosures, hunting land, and waterfront properties, Northstar can help you buy and sell it all. Next up is Foothills Medical Transport, established in 2014, providing Medicaid and Medicare recipients safe and climate-controlled rides to and from their doctor appointments, serving the Lewis and Jefferson County area. Next up is Amish Connection. They host Amish furniture and country vintage and farm style decor. They're located in the small town of Copenhagen. Customer furniture can be selected from over 60 Amish families and customized to your preferences. Here we have the Martinsburg Historical Society, promoting the Martinsburg Days, the second Saturday in August. Next up here we have Popcorn and Sweet Treats. They're located on Water Street at the Cutting Edge Plaza Indoor Flea Market. They make over 20 gourmet flavors. Next up we have the Dalai Lama, located in Beaver Falls. Next up we have Rusty Peas, located out on the number 4 road. Here we have V.S. Berkler and Son Incorporated, a supplier of ready-mix concrete, limestone, granite, and sand in all shapes and sizes. They have both natural and crushed stone products. Also available are decorative landscaping blocks for retaining wall construction, as well as non-decorative barricade blocks. They provide materials to Lewis County and surrounding counties of Oneida, Herkimer, Jefferson, Hamilton. Next up, we have the Turbine Swing Club. Here we have All Seasons Power Equipment. All Seasons Power Equipment has your local Johnson Red, Echo, Bobcat, Exmark, Fisher, and Western Plow dealer. Next up is J&D Contracting. Hey there. Next up, it just says Harold Kiefer, cow and chicken on bicycles.
Oh yeah, feel the burn.
Then we got Pete's Garage, formerly Burkhardt Brothers, is locally owned and operated by Pete and Tracy Duffer. The best pit stop for you and your vehicle. Pete's Garage specializes in auto repair and accessories with the family hometown service everyone loves. Next up we have Stanford Trucking and Excavating. Skittles.
shop.
Lewis County. Next up we have Dry Hollow Natural Health and Gift Shop, yoga, meditation, and Reiki services. Here we have the Salvation Army. The Salvation Army is working for you right here in Lewis County through its service extension program of volunteer members. Led by Pastor Keith Hardy of the Bethel Church of the Nazarene, the committee members are doing the most good for Lewis County. Next up is Constable Auction Hall. The Constable Auction Hall is under new ownership, auctioning full estates, real estate, heavy equipment, farm equipment, vehicles, building materials, business liquidations, antiques, and much more. Next we have Martin Water Conditioning. Martin Water Conditioning has been solving water problems for over 40 years. For water testing or more information, call Matt Bolt or stop by their booth at the fair. Next up we have Terry Groff Auto Repair and Towing. They've been in business for 30 plus years. They can do all your auto repairs for small and larger vehicles, and they have 24-hour towing service. We have a sand pit for bedding for farmers' cows. We also have a silage and hay trucks and work with the farms. They do almost any type of repairs and also an New York State inspection. Our tow trucks have 3 tractor trailer sized tow trucks for towing the big rig, one being a heavy duty rotator. They also have medium and light duty tow trucks for the smaller vehicles and a flatbed truck as well. They have equipment that can go out into the snowmobile trails and pull you out when the GPS takes you down the snowmobile trail instead of a regular road. Next up we have Monroe Tractor. It says they're a farm equipment dealership. Here we have the FOIA agency. Here we have Lowville Mayor Donna Smith. Next up is Adirondack International Speedway. Home of the half-mile asphalt track and Stuck in the Muck. Here we have Stunning Engraving, a local family-run small business who can satisfy all your promotional needs. Next is Steele's Ace Home Center. Steele's Ace Home Center, owned by Jeff and Kristen Steele. They've been in business for 22 years. Ace carries a huge variety of inventory from building supplies to pool, pet, and lawn and garden supplies. Next up we have Walmart. Followed by their parade float entry.
Try again. Ready? Good goal.
Next up, we have Casanova Equipment Company. Casanova Equipment is your local John Deere dealer with 9 locations serving northern and central New York. The Lava location is over on Shady Avenue, where they happily serve both farm and homeowner customers. They're a full-service dealer, offering anything from sales to parts to service and support. They carry many short lines to support the John Deere line for their ag customers. And they are authorized Arian Steel and Honda distributor as well. Mike's Appliances. Mike's Appliances in downtown Lowville is a family-owned business since 1954. They're certified Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Maytag, and Amana dealers. Call for sales and service on home appliances. Next, we have a parade float here from the Oswegatchie Educational Center. Summer leadership camp for teens, water sports, zip lines, horses, mountain bikes, and more. All on the west branch of the Oswegatchie River on the Long Pond Road in Krogan. I don't think you're supposed to eat it. Here we got White's Farm Supply, a family-owned business established in 1946 with 5 locations across the North Country. Here we have Ronnie Granger Paving. If you're looking to increase the value and curb appeal of your property, call Ronnie Granger Paving. There's no better way than putting in a new paved driveway or parking lot. Next up is Logan's Equipment. Logan's Equipment is Lewis County local Mahindra and Snapper dealer, carrying a full line of tractors and attachments, UTVs, and zero-turn mowers. Located on Route 12 in Copenhagen, and introducing their newest location in Dexter. Next up here we have Lavo Sport and Farm. Thursday night live every Thursday. Yeah, I think they have the wrong thing wrote in here for Lavo Sport and Farm. Next up is Edge of a Dream Super Stock Pulling Team. It's an alcohol-powered 3,000 horsepower super stock pulling tractor.
Thank you. Dum-dum. High five. Come on.
I don't want to.
That's right.
Next up we have Evansville Speedway. Evansville Speedway is a 3/8 of a mile asphalt oval that features stock cars racing on Saturday night from May through August and on Sunday afternoons in September. With 6 weekly divisions and just $10 adult grandstand admission, provides affordable, exciting family fun. Here we have rock bottom well drilling. Followed by R12 Designs. R12 Designs, founded by Dylan Rose, specializes in custom motor sport graphics including snowmobile, ATV, dirt bikes, UTVs, and open to anything else. As well as signage, logo design, and etc. R12 Designs is your place to go for anything custom. You can visit them at r12designs.com. Next up we have Number 4 Tactical Firearms and Training Center. Number 4 Tactical is your local authorized stocking dealer for Browning, Weatherby, Benelli, and H&K firearms, Decon scopes, and much more. They carry over 90 new and used rifles, shotguns, and handguns in stock. If you don't see what you want on the shelf, they can get most any firearm for you. They also teach NRA certified training classes, including those needing to get your pistol permit, in their new classroom and private range. Located at 7646 Number 4 Road, just 9 miles from here in Lowville. You can visit them on www.no4tactical.com.
That's what I got. A hard way.
Next up we have
Make it better.
the Blues Brothers of Central New York.
So honey. Don't you hurt.
Northern Cruisers Car Club. Next up here we have Cascanet Ford, located in Carthage.
Please, thank you. This one.
Next up here we have Fraggy 97, country music radio station. Got Superior Plus Propane. Got trailing up with Fair President Doug Hanno.
Thank you, Mr. Doug. You're doing a great job, sir.
Seeley's Lawn Care and Snow Plowing. Our last one here looks like Seeley's as well. And there you have it, folks. That wraps up the 198th Lewis County Fair Parade.